they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Murray finds Barton. Not just another game on the schedule, Greg. Fans and players alike are excited for tonight.
I mean, this is a championship caliber matchup. There is a ton of talent in this one, and I think it's a great test for both teams.
Now Paul, following Will Barton's three-point attempt. The shot's good from Paul.
That's a good decision right there to give Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Tips it up, and Bridges able to finish.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And you watch Porter. Unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head.
Kept alive. Crowder. Paul looking around. And there's the drive. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Paul's quickness on the drive too much for the defense. They just can't find a way to stop him.
And the team has talked, Greg, about having high hopes for Porter. What does he need to do, though, to reach that next level?
And frankly, more maturity is going to lead to greater consistency. He missed his only season in college, missed his first season in the NBA, and this guy's still making up for lost time.
Bridges passes to Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ball outside. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Ayton dishes to Bridges. Booker the pass to Paul. 5 on the clock. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Murray finds Jokic. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ayton attacking. The kick out to Crowder for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Crowder's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Murray for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 7. Porter pulls it in. 1:29 left to play in the first. Here's Murray, and he drives in. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Paul with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Kicks it out to Paul. Bridges outside. Suns moving the ball around. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal
An
foul.
accurate shooter from
Second
all
team
areas
foul.
of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both good from the line that time.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside Gordon. There's the pass to Barton. Porter with it. Defended by Bridges. Porter passes to Gordon. Crafty move. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Booker against Barton. Crowder from outside. Porter with the steal. And stolen by Ayton. Crowder kicks to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. The three ball gets the three-pointer to Paul. Paul's got 8 points. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
To the inside. Outside Crowder. Ball is doubled. 13 feet away. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray surveying the D to the paint. Doubled by Bridges. Goes up at the stripe. And stolen by Ayton. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Suns leading by 11.
And guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me. Watching him just 1 year in Kentucky, I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right, his feel for the game is outstanding.
Inside, knocked loose. Here's Porter. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Down by 15. At the elbow, Jokic. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Murray. He feeds it to Porter. Just 2 to shoot. Gordon trying to break loose. Porter, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Jokic. Up and in on the layup.
Jokic.
Jokic has got 6.
Jokic never lacking in terms of getting his body involved, throwing his body around, using that bulk and power to grab rebound.
The drive by Booker. Ayton finds Bridges. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Ball, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Barton kicks to Bull. Murray, the pass to Gordon. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got his second basket. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
This kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's Murray up on top. Payne covering. Gordon dishes to Murray. That's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 14. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group.
Into the lineup for the
passes to McGee. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Dozier can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the wide open shot from Green. And another miss by Denver. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Kaminsky kicks to McGee. Payne looking around. Pass to Shamet. And so it's Phoenix with a size of... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and that does it for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point guard position.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics, but at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Martin left side. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. Shot clock at 2. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
Pass to Porter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The pass to Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. JaVale McGee's checked in for Phoenix.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
Phoenix leading by 17. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Paul. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
To the wing right side. Feeds to Gordon. Down low. Here's Porter. Passes it to Jokic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Murray against Paul. Booker outside. McGee up top. The Suns need to get a shot off. Paul can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 17, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamet's checked in for Devin Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Dozier passes to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Back to Shamet. And it's Payne in the corner. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. Lets it go. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 17. Here's Dozier, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Dozier's got his first bucket in this one. 1:02 left in the third. Here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Rivers surveying the D. Green finds Morris. Here's Rivers. Pass to Dozier. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. He takes it in, and it's Shamet missing. Stolen by McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Pass to Morris. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Phoenix out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Landry Shamet, Kaminsky out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Bounce pass from Paul. Crowder feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now here's Booker. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And so they foul intentionally.
Chris Paul. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Now the pass to Murray. And here's Barton. There's the feed to Gordon. And that one's good. Barton.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Booker outside. Fires the three. And they get it back. Paul against Murray. Passes it to Booker. And stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Murray with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Murray finds Barton. Now Gordon. Murray outside. Barton passes to Porter. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Paul outside. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Pass to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Murray outside. Jacks up a three. That one, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Porter dishes to Gordon. Kicks it to Murray. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him.
In the game, 2 minutes.
Back to Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Over Paul. Denver gets it back. The pass to Jokic. Drops in the layup for two.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Booker draws the double. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. He kicks it to Paul. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Phoenix.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Paul.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Back to Murray. Plenty of space. And that one goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Last touch by Ayton.
Nuggets ball.
Here's Murray. Jokic inside. He's covered by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Paul from deep three-point land. And it's Denver with the rebound. To the paint. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. On defense, the Suns. Barton kicks to Gordon. He's looking for Porter and finds him. It's good.
But, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful day as it usually is.
Thank you, Bert.
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at center, locking down the middle. And for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Crowder with the steal. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Provide some D, it'll lead the points. That came at the hands of Jay Crowder.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
Hardaway, no good. And So Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Three-pointer. And Chris Paul hits the three.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Doncic against Booker. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Dallas again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Booker dishes to Bridges. Booker with it. Hardaway picks him up. Bridges misses. And there's the call on DeAndre
Ayton.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doncic kicks to Powell. Passes it to Porzingis. Now Doncic.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And the dunk by Booker.
Jay Crowder moving into the open man.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Out to Porzingis. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic passes to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith to end the run. Porzingis trying to get free.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And the dunk by Booker.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now, here's Doncic.
2 minutes remaining.
Top of the key.
2 minutes.
That shot off.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's pretty crowded in there for Crowder. He gets to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And so he hits both. Average trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Finney-Smith passes to Powell. And the layup is good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Inside, Crowder. Here's Ayton. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dallas has gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Booker looking around. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole.
Devin Booker.
He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And they double up Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
The drive by Paul. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Doncic.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Hardaway against Booker. Back to Crowder. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And it's 8 points for Jake Crowder.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Jay Crowder making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Doncic against Booker. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
And here is Paul. 5 points in the game. Crowder finds Paul. And a missed layup. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 14-point game.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchup. Hey.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Booker. And two elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
Now here's Mitchell. Takes the 3. Counted from distance.
The efficiency Mitchell has from range is tremendous. He can just bury you with threes.
Booker with it. Ayton passes to Booker. It's blocked by Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovic. Good work defensively by Crowder.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And it's Booker again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And he can't get that one. And Utah will come the other way. Pass to Gobert. Back to Bogdanovic. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Paul passes to Booker. For 3. They get it back. Here's Ayton, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Ayton hits them both. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 so far. Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell into the lane, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Utah ball.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Bogdanovich against Crowder. Back to Conley. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Tries again. Gobert finds Bogdanovich. Three-pointer, O'Neal hits the three-pointer.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Shot from 16. And the Suns miss again.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Booker for 3. Ooh, that's got to feel good. That basket makes him 1 for 8.
And he's only 1 for 8 so far. Hopefully that bucket helps his confidence.
2 minutes.
Left side Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide-open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Utah with the ball. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Conley passes to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Utah gets it back. Outside Mitchell. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. And Crowder with the jam.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
Bridges against Mitchell. Down low. Gobert. Nifty move. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Ball passes to Booker. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
He's been aggressive right from the tip, but it's resulted in only 2 buckets off of 9 attempts.
Conley against Paul. From the arc. The Suns clear it.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Inside. Booker against Mitchell. And Gobert with a block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
He was all alone on that one.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
That'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter is in the book. Jazz out in front. Up. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Jazz. and the shot's good.
Have to admire Paul's concentration. He takes pride in finishing on aggressive coverage.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Pass to Bogdanovich. Crowder with a steal. From the high post. Paul shot is off. Utah leading. Conley on the attack. Outside Bogdanovich. Conley finds Mitchell. Here's Gobert, covered by Crowder. Gobert no good. And the Suns shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. Booker fires from way outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, O'Neal. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
It's Booker on the wing, defended by Gobert. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookie?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away. That pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
Now here's Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Mitchell against Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Conley finds Mitchell. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And the number 45 that Donovan Mitchell wears, it's a tribute to Michael Jordan. MJ wore it for most of his high school days while he played baseball and for a short while in the NBA.
And you talk about that 45 that Jordan wore playing baseball. Well, Mitchell also very connected to that sport. His father, who played professionally and works in the majors currently.
Yeah, and baseball, BA, was Donovan's sport growing up. But a broken wrist his sophomore year in high school after a collision at the plate steered his path toward hoops.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
2 minutes.
Pass to Conley. 1:53 left in the first half of this game. And they double up Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. There's the 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. For Utah, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. The 3 is up. .124 left in the first half. And they recover it. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. Second chance shot. Oh, sweet move. And it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Mitchell.
Because he attracts so much defensive attention, Donovan Mitchell often finds teammates all alone.
Payne, pass to Johnson. Here's Kaminsky. Here's Shaman. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Shaman. Oh, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. The shot by Conley, no good.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
So Utah ends up going with a new group.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Clarkson. Kaminsky pulls it in. The Suns have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Shaman. 4-3. Clarkson grabs a miss. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Ingles. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied in Phoenix. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Jones. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to at the end. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Hassan Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Oni in at the 1.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Crowder with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. Booker with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. Ayton passes to Crowder, and Whiteside with a block.
Whiteside light off his feet, plus he can block your shot with either hand.
Shot clock at 5. Booker against Clarkson. Here's Crowder, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Ingles. Gay attacking, and he lays it up and in. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Well, when they give him the lane, Rudy Gay loves to create off the dribble in these situations.
Booker for 3. And they'll get another chance. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. So it's Utah now. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Pass to Oni. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Whiteside back to Gay. Ingles from outside. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one. Booker for 3. Clarkson grabs a miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's Ingles with the drive. Clarkson outside. Pass to Oni. To the inside. Here's Whiteside. Crafty move. And he comes up with a bucket.
This is where you want Whiteside finishing. In close where he can use his strength and physicality.
Outside Booker. Over Clarkson. And that one's long.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And it's Gay with the miss. The Suns trailing. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Over Clarkson. And the Suns miss again. Utah has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Stolen by Ayton. And Crowder the bucket on the assist from Paul. Crowder's got 8 points.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Count it. Good. He has 7.
Really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match it with his blinding speed.
Pass to Shamet. Kaminsky with it. Clock at 6. Here's Shamet. Over Gobert, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Conley passes to Gobert. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The 3 from Mitchell. Utah, the rebound. Three-pointer, O'Neal. The shot off that time. From deep, Johnson. He drops it from range. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Mitchell. And he banks in the layup.
Woo, look at the strength of Donovan Mitchell. Able to fend off defenders and make these difficult finishes.
Conley against Payne. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Jazz leading by a point. Don't go any. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Johnson. Frank Kaminsky is out there with JaVale McGee. And then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Payne in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Johnson with a bucket. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Now Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Kaminsky in the post. Bogdanovich on him. Kaminsky can't hit. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Phoenix.
First team foul. Substitution for your
Phoenix on D. Conley up top. He's guarded by Paul. And Conley with the 3. And now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
And after a terrible first half shooting the ball, they're finally finding their touch.
Paul finds Booker. Looking to get back on track. And Gobert with a block. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Paul. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
Paul hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Conley. Crowder with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Ayton. Fires the three. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Ayton. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Suns.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Another thing they've been able to do since the very beginning of this game is score points off turnovers, and lots of them.
The three from Mitchell. He buries it from three. And the Jazz lead by 2.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Paul passes to Booker. From outside the arc. And they get it back. Back to Paul. The three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Launches it. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
The pressure doesn't get to Bojan Bogdanovic. That's a huge bucket for this team.
Paul passes to Booker. With the drive. And Booker with the jam.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to O'Neal. From deep, down to 5 on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker goes in. It's good. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Conley passes to Mitchell. And we've got 1:18 left in the game. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And Crowder with the jam.
He's not afraid of the moment. That's the story of Jay Crowder. Extremely competitive.
Conley against Paul. Cash. And tie game. Huge basket right there.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Here's a three from Paul. Money from deep.
I love seeing Chris Paul come alive on these possessions. He's an exceptional shooter who does not back away in big moments.
Paul against Conley. Down low. Gobert passes to Conley. Paul with a steal. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
To the paint. Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Crowder grabs the miss. And here's Bridges. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of
following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA D8.
Thank you very
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, the guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Mark, we have an old school lineup tonight, don't we? Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Yes, we do, Kevin. I love these kinds of matchups because we get to see it less and less these days. So whenever we have one like this, I relish it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Nuggets on D. It's a three-point game.
Who's ball? Nuggets ball.
Pass to Jokic. For 3. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Ayton. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
Barton.
An outstanding dunk. Give Barton chances to show off a little bit, and he takes full advantage.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Here's Crowder. Kicks to Booker. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Gordon.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Porter, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And that one's good by Porter.
Already blessed with an excellent pull-up jumper. Porter Jr. gives defenders a lot of different looks to deal with.
And here is Paul. After Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Driving the lane. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Paul. Here's Booker. Paul against Murray. Paul passes to Ayton. Sweet move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Now here's Porter. Back to Murray from deep. Jay Crowder pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 6.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Fires the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down because, after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Now here's Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul against Jokic. Ayton trying to break free. Paul can't get it to go. Murray scanning the floor. The pass to Barton. Fires from deep. Down low. Here's Murray. Yep, that one goes in there. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix ball.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Here's Paul. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Paul really makes the most of the mid-range area. He's very comfortable shooting in there.
Got it up. The shot missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 9. And back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center. To the inside. Right side Crowder. Paul dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets leading by 9. Paul with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Crowder finds Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Nuggets shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Murray with it. Clock at 6. Back to Jokic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Suns trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray against Paul. Inside, here's Booker. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
Bowl, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 8. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Now here's Payne, defended by Gordon.
Commendable effort that time by Gordon on the defensive end. Really makes the extra effort to get to the shot.
Second team foul.
Denver leading by 8. Now Murray. He has 7. Pass to Barton. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. The kick out to Barton. Just 4 to shoot. It's blocked. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Payne passes to McGee. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Payne passes to McGee. It's stolen by Green. Down low. Here's Dozier, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Kaminsky kicks to Shamet. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Dozier. He's guarded by Johnson. Dozier passes to Rivers. And again, Denver with the triple.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Payne. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Morris passes to Najee. And here is Morris with 1 on the clock. And so it's Denver in the driver. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Denver came ready to play. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. Dishes to Porter. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Back to Porter. Porter double team. Murray finds Jokic.
Boy, it's so much fun watching Jokic do his thing. I mean, he's not uber athletic, but my, is he skilled. He wows you with some of the passes he makes and some of the finishes he completes.
Nikola Jokic.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Suns trail by 9. Booker looking around. Here's Paul. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Denver's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Well, Phoenix shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively.
And you talk to Murray, He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. He wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. It seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
The pass to Barton. 5 on the clock. And here is Murray. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Paul scoring on a gorgeous play.
I'll tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
On the wing, Porter. Defended by Bridges. Outside for Murray. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. There's the triple. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. The Nuggets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Pass to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Shamet. Rivers can't get it to go. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. The Nuggets leading by 8. Passes it to Dozier. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Green. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Rivers kicks to Dozier. Drills the three-pointer. Dozier's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Payne looking around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pass to Green. No good with the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The 3 from Johnson. He can't hit that time. Denver leading by 9. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rivers can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Payne. Johnson in the corner. That one wide left.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Knocked away. Denver with the ball. That shot missing. And so it's Denver in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A good... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Cameron Johnson is out there with Kaminsky. And there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Payne and Shamet in at the shooting guard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Payne passes to Kaminsky. And the pass to Shamet over Rivers. Kaminsky kicks to Shamet. And they recover it. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Johnson. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Kaminsky. And it's Green slapping it down.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Pass to Shamet. Now here's Payne, covered by Morris. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Murray finds Jokic. And here's Barton, defended by Paul. On the wing, Porter. And another miss by Denver.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Crowder, the pass to Bridges. And Phoenix turns it over again. The Nuggets leading by 12. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Murray against Booker. Shoots from 14. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. To the middle, here's Green. There's the feed to Porter. Shot from 16. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Back to Green. Denver passing it around. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Booker against Murray. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. Suns trail by 12. Booker in the corner. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Denver leading by 12. Passes to Jokic. Over in the corner, Green. Good on the 3-point shot. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nuggets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Michael Porter.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Paul with the three, buries the long-range jumper.
I think this is Paul at his best. Has one of the nastiest pull-up jumpers in the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep three-point range, Murray, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Booker outside. Kicks it to Crowder. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that three ball, Kevin.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And here's Phoenix. Paul with the ball. To the inside. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And here is Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Now Powell. Back to Porzingis. Powell kicks to Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Crowder. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Paul passes to Bridges. To the left wing. Ayton finds Crowder. Kicks it out to Booker. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Paul missing. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
Over in the corner, Doncic gets the three-pointer to fall.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score, and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important, how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons.
Ayton, the pass to Paul. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Booker against Doncic. Here's Porzingis, and another basket for Dallas.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Booker. Here's Bridges. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Bridges showing more and more signs of strength, being able to finish through contact.
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Doncic against Booker. And that one's good. Doncic.
There's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Paul looking around. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Paul passes to Booker. Ayton kicks to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And they double up Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Suns trail by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Booker dishes to Crowder. Back to Booker. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup.
It almost feels automatic at that point. The confidence that Chris Paul inspires in his teammates. It's surprising if they don't make the play.
Doncic against Booker. Here's Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Powell's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas leading by 4. Doncic outside. The pass to Hardaway. From outside the arc. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
Booker against Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Paul passes to Booker. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Hardaway. The Mavericks leading to the paint. Here's Finney Smith. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Booker left side for the 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic outside, inside. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
And Phoenix making a change here. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Booker. Pass to Finney-Smith from downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Paul from down in the low post. It goes. Paul's got 6.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The 3 for Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavs.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Shamet the pass to Paul. Driving in. No good there. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Bullock. Brown outside. Back to Bullock. Takes a 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Quick and clean with that shot attempt as Shamet knocks it in.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Now here's Brunson. With 2 seconds left, McGee with the block. It's a tie game in Dallas.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of that. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists. And that
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
Brunson kicks to Bullock. Passes it to Brown. Here's Brunson. And taken away by Paul. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Crowder finds Paul. Back to Crowder. Pass to Paul. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges passes to Booker. And the 3 off target. Mavericks trailed by 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
With the shot, Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got his first 2 points. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Ball against Brunson. Kicks it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now, here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock at 2. Here's Brown. Good work defensively by Crowder.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And Ayton stays with it. And it's a 7-point Suns lead.
Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Suns leading by 7. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Brown outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:57 left here in the third quarter. Kleba banked in off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Second chance shot. And it's blocked by Brown. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix ball.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The shot's good from McGee.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Cleveland, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Payne dishes to Johnson. Brown against McGee. Down low. Here's Johnson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Brunson. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Kleba. Now Brunson. From 13 to the middle. Here's Brown. Phoenix grabs the miss. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Brunson kicks to Bullock. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. That one misses. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 11. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Hardaway in the wing along with Finney Smith. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Now here's Doncic. Dishes it to Powell. Here's Finney Smith. Trains the three-pointer.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Hardaway against Booker. Outside Crowder. Over to the left wing. Paul against Doncic. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for two at 7-1. Very fluid.
Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic looking it over. The tray. Another three for Dallas.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And it's Paul missing. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. Second shot opportunity. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Bridges with the board. Phoenix leading by 7. To the inside, Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kicks it out to Booker. Here he goes. And the dunk by Booker.
He really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Finney Smith. Not going to go that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Doncic outside. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
And also, they've been very committed to just this hard-charging, attacking style of offense. A lot of points tonight coming off of penetrating the gaps on defense.
Clock at 4. And the dunk by Powell.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Doncic against Paul. Passes it to Booker. Crowder with the steal. Kicks it out to Booker. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. This one for 3. From past the arc. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Doncic fires from way outside. Poked loose. Suns leading by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Phoenix.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Now here's Paul. And they double up Paul. Shot clock at 6. Bridges, no one around him. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bridges has got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
And now the starting lineup for your Utah Jazz.
And with tip.
Thanks, BA.
And he's made their team better, Allie, no doubt about it. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Hall and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center. And for Utah, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Inside, here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Mitchell against Booker. From downtown, drains the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Ball passes to Booker. Fires the 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Utah has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Pass to Gobert. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Booker. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's Mitchell. The three is up. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And stolen by Gobert. Conley with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. The pull-up. And that one hits the back iron. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. For 3, Booker. The rebound by the Jazz. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to O'Neal. The three. The rebound by Bridges.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Paul for 3. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Bridges finds Crowder. Paul with it. Stolen by Conley. Bogdanovich with it. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Gobert. He's covered by Ayton. Now Conley. The 3-ball. Outside for Mitchell. Fires in the triple. Mitchell's got 9.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
To the wing on the left. Outside Paul. Phoenix no good that time either.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the middle. Paul with a steal. He launches a 3. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Crowder.
Some coaches might not like taking the 3 on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Left side Conley. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
This is what you get from a vet looking to recapture the momentum for his team with the answered 3.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. On the wing, Crowder. Defended by Bogdanovich. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now here's Conley from 9 feet. Pass to Gobert. Outside Bogdanovich. Conley against Crowder. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Paul passes to Booker. Into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Both free throws good from Booker.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Conley passes to Mitchell. Five to shoot. Here he goes. And he makes it. Mitchell's got 11 points.
This is what Donovan Mitchell wants to do. Drive the ball, get a bucket, a foul, or both.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Utah Jazz. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the group for Utah right now. Mitchell misses. The Suns trailing. It's Booker on the wing. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Gobert. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
Conley with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. And Conley with the 3. He has 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Throws it up high. Ayton, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
This is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Ball passes to Crowder. That's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Outside Conley. Bogdanovic, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Booker fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. Now here's Bogdanovic. From behind the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Paul. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Paul passes to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Outside Booker. Knocked loose. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Conley against Paul.
I can't believe it. I mean, he can't buy a basket in the second period. He might want to keep the ball moving.
First team foul.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Now here's Conley. Give him 8 points now. Bogdanovic from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Bogdanovic has got 7 points.
With unlimited range, Bogdanovic forces you to extend your defense.
Ayton passes to Bridges.
Utah foul. Rudy Gobert. That's his second personal foul.
The first one falls.
This guy may be the steal in the 2015 draft. Devin Booker was the 13th pick overall, and Books developed into an all-star guard, someone who can be the face of a franchise.
The Suns making a switch here. McGee, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Here's Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gobert's gotten his second bucket.
Early in his career, Gobert wasn't all that physical. But on that play, he showed the physicality.
Booker, the pass to Kaminsky. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Here's Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Tried to tip it in. Couldn't get it. For 3, Booker. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach, certainly some areas to correct moving forward. What have you...
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 11 points, 2 assists. Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And so in the game for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky is out there with JaVale McGee. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Cam Payne. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And it's Mitchell penetrating, and Mitchell with the slam.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Payne against Conley. Back to Payne. Over to the left wing. He shoots it. The offensive rebound. McGee passes to Kaminsky. Outside Johnson. 3-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
You know, Rudy Gobert, the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, is not satisfied. I think the 7-footer has one more that he might add before his career is done. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
And the list of big men with multiple awards for Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, don't forget about Rodman, and Rudy Gobert.
That's historic company, B.A. I think Gobert is, honestly, underappreciated. One of the all-time greats when it comes to locking up.
The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
Pass to Johnson. And here is McGee. Defended by Gobert. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. In transition, here come the Jazz. The shot by Conley, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Payne with the bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Payne, the pass to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Payne against Conley. Back to Payne. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. Puts the move on. And it's good on the lay-in.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now Mitchell. He's got 15. Here's Gobert. Kaminsky pulls it in. The Suns have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. McGee with it, guarded now by Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And Utah calls time here.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Your Jazz Dancer.
A line change here for Utah.
And that was the Jazz Dancer dance team. Make some noise for the fans.
A minute 20 left in the third. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. That one drops for him. Payne's got 8 points here in the quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
To the inside. Here's Whiteside. Banked it in off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 6.
Nice agility rolling off the screen. Just another thing Whiteside gives you.
Outside Payne. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. On the take. He got a piece of it.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Kaminsky outside. Pass to Payne. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Missed inside. Ingles from outside. They get it back. Here's Honey. Inside. With 1 on the clock. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
The thing about Whiteside, he has a quicker jump than you might expect.
And so it's Utah. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Hassan Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Oni in at the point. That's the group for Utah right now. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul of the game. And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Stolen by Ingles. In transition, here come the Jazz. Clarkson outside. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Booker against Clarkson. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Excellent D there from Whiteside. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Clarkson finds Whiteside. Stolen by Booker. Right side, Paul. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Outside, Ingles. And Clarkson, here we go. Pass to Oni. Ingles against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And Gay the bucket on the assist by Ingles. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Bridges with it. Paul passes to Booker. Here's Crowder. Back to Booker. This one for three. Can't hit that one. And Utah has possession. Pass to O'Neal. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
And so he hits both. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Paul passes to Booker. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. There's the triple. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Paul against Conley. Now here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
And we think of Donovan primarily as a scorer first, but there, fantastic pass.
Booker finds Crowder. Bridges outside. Booker against Mitchell. Pass to Aiden. Over Mitchell. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Mitchell. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Another thing I've noticed is their work on the offensive glass. Creating extra opportunities has been the key.
Mitchell, the pass to Bogdanovich. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Paul. Trains the jumper to finish off the break.
On offense, CP3 has the green light from anywhere. Even the mid-range is in his comfort zone.
The three from Mitchell. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiden's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Booker can't get it to go. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
For 3, O'Neal.
Ball is turned over. Phoenix ball.
The Suns have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Bridges outside. Fires for 3. Paul shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Jazz.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Donovan Mitchell.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Conley finds Gobert outside Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. Paul passes to Booker. Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they start